Good morning. Let's get right to it. So you want to be a software engineer. What is HTML? We try to make these videos 5 minutes. No time wasting. Let's get to it. So I'm going to go out to Google. You can do this. I know you can do this. Type in what is HTML, and I would choose the W3 School saying. Okay, and so this is a great tutorial for learning HTML. And so it's going to give you an HTML introduction, and it's going to tell you what HTML is. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is a standard markup language for creating web page. I know you can do it. I know you can keep pressing towards the mark. And so there's all these awesome free resources on the internet for you. And so I would just read all of this as much as you can. Familiarize yourself with it. There's even a try it yourself button here, and you will learn the basics of HTML. HTML really is the building blocks for probably 99.99% of all websites. So let's just get to it, and I'll show you some HTML. I'll put a link down below for this. Okay, so here's my break-even calculator. This URL isn't perfect yet, but I'll put a URL down there for it because I'm going to rebrand this. But anyway, let's just take a look. So let's go over to our code. And so what you're seeing here is hypertext markup language. And so we have a div here. That's like a divider, I believe it means. I just think of it as a division, and it just kind of breaks your HTML up into little blocks. And you can see here we have another div, and we have got some bootstrap here. We got another video for that. I'll put a link down below for that. And you can see that this HTML is just basically, it stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it's basically showing you how your website is formed. And so we can see here we have a form, which is HTML for a form, and we have another div. And as you start to see these things, these are just elements on a web page. And so you want to familiarize yourself with that by going to that website I just showed you. And so here's a form, here's a label. This is hypertext markup language. This right here is a label, and you can see that it says revenue per unit. If we go back to my website, you can see there's that revenue per unit. If you right click on Chrome and go view page source, you can see, well, not technically because this is an Angular site. Let's go to inspect. Okay, so we can see here's all the hypertext markup language that makes up this website. Here's the body, here's the head, here's the top tag, HTML right here, hypertext markup language. And it's going to show you everything in here that makes up this web page. So here's the app root, that's an Angular thing. Here's a div, and let's just scroll down and do this right here. Okay, and so you can see all of this hypertext markup language. Remember, HTML is hypertext markup language. It is not a purpose of my videos to give you all the details. The purpose of my videos is to give you a brief interview and then show you all the resources where you can learn it yourself. And so we got about 1 minute and 30 seconds left, so let's do that. Go out to YouTube and type in Learn HTML. You will get all types of free videos on what hypertext markup language is. They're going to do a lot better job than I'm doing, obviously, right now, because my goal is just to be positive and show you how you can do this. And it's going to take a little bit of work on yourself. You're going to have to be a master. You're going to have to be an apprentice. You're going to have to do this yourself until I can make the video with the details. But right now, my goal is just to show you where the stuff is. So go out to YouTube, type in Learn HTML, and you will see all these free courses. You don't need to enroll in any school right now. You don't need any expensive courses. All of this is free. All of this is just perfectly 100% free. So use all of these resources and teach yourself HTML. Reach out to me, leave comments below. We got about 30 seconds more. If you're so inclined and want to pay, go out to Pluralsight and pay. I'm not sure what it is. It's probably $100 to $200 a year. Here's courses out here. I just type in HTML, HTML fundamentals, HTML CSS, creating forms in HTML. Here's one called Your First Day with HTML. I love y'all. If you have any constructive feedback, leave it down below how we can make these videos better. Of course, we always like for you to subscribe. But anyway, go do what you got to do. I know you can do it. We'll talk to you later.